Dark triple, C double, axe single. Drink triple. I get it. Reading, it's fundamental. It's one of those things I wish I could do more often and better. It would be good. So, welcome to Wednesday. Hi guys, my name is Ted, otherwise known as Escape Time. Welcome to Untitled Suds if you're here for the first time. If not, welcome back. Untitled Suds is a beer talk show. We do beer reviews, we talk about beer news, and pretty much anything beer related, and sometimes topics that aren't even related to beer, because, you know, I get off on tangents a lot. So, that's just me. Lovely squirrel moments that they are. Today, let's go over some beer reviews and beer rules for the show. No repeat beers, so once we reviewed it, can't review those beers again. It goes on the list, which is absolutely 4 episodes behind, and I'll get to that in a second. No mega brewery beers, so nothing with Budweiser or Coors or anything else like that on the label, or produced by them. I don't care if they bought up a craft brewery. I still think that's okay. But you know, eventually that's all going to happen anyway. But we've talked about that in the past. Show respect to the reviewers. The review is their opinion. So you know, not everybody has the same taste in beer, which is fine. You know, so it's just the way it is. But show respect to their opinions. You know, but you know, let us know what you think. Have fun. Most of all, have fun and a beer when you get a chance to get around to it. Obviously, you know. So if you don't have a beer, go get one. I'll be right here, waiting patiently. No. I won't be waiting patiently that long, because you know we got a lot of beer to drink. So tonight with me, I have Drew, Rajeshir, otherwise known as Rajeshir, and my brother Scott. How are you guys tonight? It is Wednesday. I'm excited.
I am happy the day is over. I had a long day.
God. Yeah.
Halfway through the week.
I know.
Tomorrow's my Friday though, so it's okay.
Oh, tomorrow's my work from home day, so it's kind of like Friday.
Yeah.
But I still work.
But you go back in the office on Friday?
No.
So Thursday and Friday you're out of the
Thursday and
office.
Friday I work from home.
Nice.
I work from this lovely office here, this lovely area here, which is an absolute disaster, by the way, right now. But
Never show the floor.
Never show the floor. No, you know, when I was a kid, I don't. Scott, you remember this because I mean, you know, my room was an absolute disaster. The only way I could get somewhere was by making a path through the crap. Literally had to part the seas.
It wasn't that bad.
Oh, it was bad, Scott. I made 2 paths. One path to my bed. No, wait, 3 paths. One path to my closet. One path to my laptop. No, my computer, because they didn't have laptops back then. And then one path to my bed. And then they all converged and went out the door.
You had a fork in the road. You know, take a left to the. Yeah.
So, but you know what? Tomorrow actually is May the 4th, which is
that's right.
Also Star Wars Day, by the way. So,
Quattro Di Maio.
What's up?
It's Quattro Di Maio.
Quattro Di Maio.
Come on now.
And obviously, just 3 days in a row. It's
no,
pretty cool, right? Right.
Yeah,
so, wait, Star Wars Day, Cinco de Mayo, and then National Homebrewers Day.
That's right.
On the 6th. So that's a lot of good reasons to drink.
That's right.
If you're not drinking right now, go grab a beer. We'll be here. Speaking of a beer, you guys, I think it's probably time to do some beer reviews. Do you guys want me to go first, or do you guys want to go first? It's up to you.
I'll go first.
All right, you'll go first. There we go. I always it's always polite to let Gus go first, you know. So it's always nice. Gotta do it. All right, Drew's up. He's got.
Sorry, I had an ad running in the background.
Oh, that's fine. He's getting bits. He's getting bits. So.
Yeah, so I can make it rain later. Or hail. All right, so this week I'm going to be rocking from Brown's Brewery Company. One of the most simplistic labels, just a little pattern. But it's a double oatmeal stout from Brown Brewery Company, which I think the bottling is in North Hoosick, New York. but they have a brew pub in Troy, and the food there is amazing. It's right in the waterfront as well.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Yeah, it's a beautiful little place. I've never had any of their canned beer, but all their beers at the brewery and brew pub is pretty damn good. And I think they just started canning last year. So, and I believe they brew separately at their canning facility than their pub. But like right off the bat, when I open this, it's black. It's an oatmeal stout. It is what it is. Khaki head, but the smell right off the bat, as soon as I popped it open, is like chocolate and coffee. Huge notes. It's since at 8%, so I'd imagine I get some kind of alcoholic nose to it. But no, I don't get it at all. I get kind of that sort of black coffee bitterness, roasty smell. And then sort of this chocolate thing afterwards. But it's mainly those two flavors. Maybe I get a little like dark fruit, like molasses-y kind of, maybe a rum note at the end. So that could be like the alcohol. But not a whole lot like a hop character at all. Just mainly malt and sort of your typical dark, roasty chocolate coffee notes. A little vanilla as well. So maybe that could be the kind of rum note. Flavor, still pretty amazing. I love this beer. No different at all from the brewery, in fact. A little sweet, which is fine. The texture is very thick for being not for being an oatmeal stout. It fits the style of an oatmeal stout. It's a beer that's brewed with oatmeal, which creates sort of added proteins and texture to the beer. Makes sort of a little velvetier kind of texture on the tongue. A little thicker, a little the viscosity is a little thicker than your sort of typical stout. It lingers in your mouth for a while, but it's not sweet. It's that kind of, you get a little bit of sort of the that alcohol heat on your chest, but it's not like you're drinking isopropyl alcohol that's black, which is nice. It's solid. It's a solid oatmeal stout. Can't think of any off flavors I can associate with it. Maybe when it warms up I can sort of taste it, but it is pretty damn good. This is always my go-to beer when I go to the pub, and now I know I can get it in my town. Instead of it's like an hour and 45 minutes away, I can get it here. I'm pretty excited. Actually, now that I hold it sort of near this light, it is kind of red around sort of the edging, but it's black right in the center, which is kind of light for a oatmeal stout. Usually they're black right through. You don't see as much sort of color on the edge. But I want to mark it against them. I think this is near perfect oatmeal stout.
Really?
I would give it a 4.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what would make it a 5. Usually that's kind of how I gauge if I need to make it a 5. I would find some kind of thing that would make it sort of outstanding. But I can't really sort of pick that out. There was some good sort of lacing from the sort of the 8.5 alcohol. But maybe when it warms up, I can sort of taste any sort of flaws. But I don't taste much. This is a solid beer. I like it. And I got a 4-pack for $12. I think it's definitely worth it.
Oh, it's not that bad. $12 for a 4-pack of that?
Yeah.
I wonder if you can get that down here. Is it pretty local for?
It's pretty local.
Pretty local. Okay.
Yep.
Man, all these beers, I can't drink them because they're so far away.
Exclamation point! Discord. And we can get our beer exchange going. At some point.
I know. I gotta work on that. There's gonna be an episode soon. I gotta contact Chris, who's the guy that runs the app for beer exchange app, and we will be doing a show specifically for that. Sammy Grace, thank you for the host. Do appreciate it. How are you? It's early in the afternoon in Australia. Scotty, you do want to go next? Do you want me to go next?
Actually, in fact, it's 10 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, I was about to say Australia's pretty early.
Yeah.
And I can go.
Okay, cool.
All right. So I'm staying true to my local beers here and going with another carton. This is actually one of their beers they rotate in probably once a year. I don't know if you can really call that a rotation, but
Seasonal. Yeah.
it comes out. It comes out. Yeah, and I was thinking about if it's seasonal or not. I mean, it's a Russian Imperial Stout, and it came out in the early spring. So I don't know. I don't know what that's all about. But at any rate, I got to take this thing out of my ear. I don't know how you guys can deal with that. I have a delay of the channel going and live stuff. So the beer I'm doing this week is Cosmonaut by Carton. As always, every time I do a carton beer, I talk about how the can design is really something to look at. So, and I don't know if they do that on purpose. So you have kind of something to entertain yourself with while you drink their beers. But their can designs are usually pretty cool. And their names, definitely. Naming a Russian Imperial Stout Cosmonaut, pretty interesting. One other thing I actually just noticed, again, this is really for anyone that's kind of local to Jersey. I always talk about how hard it is to find their beers. They distribute, but they go quick when they get to a shop. And in New Jersey, you're actually able to find it more and more nowadays because they're starting to use two roads to kind of expand their canning capability and get more beer out. And you can always tell where the beer was canned. They'll have a little logo on the side. So as you can see, this one I have here was actually canned here in Jersey. Where if it was two roads, you'd see, I believe that's Connecticut. So something neat. They're starting to expand their amount of beer they're canning and distributing, which I think is a very cool thing because it's getting their name out there more and more. So without further ado, again, it's Cosmonaut. It's a Russian Imperial Stout. They've actually added in freeze-dried ice cream and spices. So what they're actually trying to...
That's insane.
What they're trying
Sounds
to
like an
go for-
Iron Brewer thing there, Drew. I mean...
Oh, man. Shut up.
I think what they're trying to go for here is the Neapolitan ice cream, the strawberry, chocolate, and vanilla.
Right.
Comes in at 10%. So had this last year. Never actually got my hands on cans, so I only actually had it in their brewery. So let's give this a pour and a try.
This is one of the beers you gave me last week, right? This week, Monday, right?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. So you can definitely get the roastiness off of it. Definitely pick up some hints of alcohol. And there's almost a fruity note to it. In terms of what they're adding in, to kind of pick up that strawberryness, I'm not sure if it's just my nose playing tricks with me, but it's almost like I can smell some strawberry off of it. But let's give it a taste.
Thanks for the bits, Drew. Appreciate it, man. Oh my god.
I know, right? Them commercials, though. That ad revenue.
Definitely has some. You definitely pick up some alcohol on it, which I guess is expected, sitting at 10%. And I also let this warm up a bit, so you get a really nice mouthfeel. It's almost like you were saying, Drew. It's very kind of velvety on the tongue, which you almost expect out of stouts and porters. You get that nice soft feel in the mouth. The alcohol definitely comes through. In terms of the spices, I guess I can pick up a little vanilla. I definitely don't right away think Neapolitan ice cream. I'd say overall it's a good beer. I wouldn't go it's great.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'd probably throw it at a 3 out of 5.
Mhm. You said there's like a fruity note to it. You think
Yeah.
that's probably from the is it strawberry in the Napoleon?
Yeah, it's strawberry, vanilla, and chocolate. I think
Yeah,
Yeah.
Napoleon is.
it's strawberry.
Does it sort of come
Um,
off strawberry fruity, or is it like some other kind of fruit note to it? Or is it just like some weird, probably yeast character or something like that?
it's it's definitely not. It's not like a cherry flavor. It's not.
Okay.
There's no kind of tartness to it. It's a much sweeter up front.
Hmm.
Let me see here. Actually, let me pull up Carton's description on it. Saying they use Super Galena hops early in the boil to bring a strawberry touch to it.
Ooh. Interesting.
They're saying dark chocolate present with a vanilla nuance. Definitely pick up some hop. Most of Carton's beers have a very bold hop character. Yeah, I mean, it's by no means sweet,
Hmm.
but you definitely pick up kind of the stoutness of it, and there's a bit of alcohol that kind of pokes its head through, which is there.
Do you smell it, like the alcohol, or is it just like is this fruitiness in the
Yeah,
scent?
you know, you pick up the alcohol and the scent.
Hmm.
There's, like I said, there's a little bit of sweetness up front. You definitely get the maltiness of it. I think the mouthfeel is awesome. You know, if I could pinpoint one thing that I love about this beer is how smooth and kind of soft it is on the tongue. You know, as I drink more, the alcohol flavor is subsiding, and I'm getting more of the flavors of it.
Hmm.
It's getting better with each sip.
Nice.
Well, that's one of the reasons. That's not one of the reasons, but it's like,
I blame the 10%.
yeah, like
Yeah.
as things warm up, you know, obviously the flavors changes in beer, you know.
Mhm.
So the benefits going last is that my beer is now getting to the point where all the flavors are coming out. You know,
Hmm.
I don't do it on purpose, but it works that way, kind of sometimes. So would you still give it a 3.5?
Yeah, I would hold true at that. I think 3.5 was probably a little high for my initial feeling on it, but no pun intended. It's warmed on me.
Ba-dum-bum.
I should have gotten a stout too this evening. I didn't think about that. Well, I didn't know you guys were doing stouts until the last minute. But thank you.
And actually, no, it's getting sweeter.
The alcohol burn is
definitely
now
getting
like
sweeter.
numbed your tongue.
To me, dark beers tend to have an espresso smell sometimes. Yeah,
Mhm. The one I'm drinking very much does.
yeah.
Mm.
I think maybe I love the fact that you if Scott didn't bring that on, someone would have suggested like the freeze dried ice cream at one point for your
That's
iron
a
brew.
sweet idea. I like that a lot.
No
No pun intended.
Yeah,
You got it.
bad joke. There you go. But yeah, I think that's because I remember as a kid, free dry ice cream was like the coolest thing. You know, you like go in, you open these packets, and you just like crack them, and it
You
just
make an
dissolve in your
absolute
mouth.
mess when you eat it. Yeah.
It was awesome. It was the best. Loved it.
Yeah.
And I'm glad I have one in the basement now. That's gonna be great to break open. Can't wait.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's gonna be a good one.
I just posted a link in chat on information of the Galena hop. Apparently, it's the first high alpha acid hop made in the U.S.
Oh really? Huh.
Yeah, and it's made for like most beers. And it has that odd strawberry note to it.
Wow.
Oh really?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I wouldn't expect them to lie on their description, but I
Yeah.
always found it weird that you would get kind of strawberry from a hop. But
There's some
and
hops
they said,
that like contribute like a blueberry or even a chocolate flavor coming out now from New Zealand.
wow.
Yeah, they got some weird flavors coming out in hops.
And the other thing that kind of struck me as odd, with they said they add it early in the boil, and I always thought the earlier you added hops in the boil,
Mm.
kind of you don't get any flavors from it.
Flavor.
You get more of the bitterness from it,
Yeah,
which seemed kind of counterintuitive.
exactly. That's right. That usually it would be the case, but I don't know.
Hmm.
Maybe this hop has. Well, this hop is if it's a higher alpha acid hop, it's usually used for bittering, so they used it sort of earlier in the process. But there might be some kind of residual flavor that's left over when it's still been boiled out for so long.
Right.
That you have that sort of that strawberry tartness kind of thing.
Hmm.
And it's not so like resinous as like a warrior hop or like a Chinook. You have that sort of dank, dark kind of pine pitch flavor when you boil it out too long. Maybe this hop I've never used is sort of a fruitier note than usual.
Huh.
Hmm.
I gotta play around with it. I'm excited
Yeah.
now.
I need to. I might crack that open tomorrow since I, working from home later in the afternoon. Crack open that Cosmonaut. I'm sure Anne's gonna be like, I need to take a gander of that myself. So I'll most likely end up splitting it with her.
Just making sure it's not poison.
Yeah, definitely. She wants to make sure it's not poisonous.
Yeah.
All right, let me flip over here. I wanna get over here and bang. All right. So, tonight I am doing Hitachino's Nest XH. When XH
Yes.
means extra high. It is classified as a Belgian strong ale, strong dark ale, but it's basically they say on the site Belgian brown ale, strong Belgian brown ale, basically the same thing. So this is actually brewed. It's matured. I'm reading this from the site here. It has been matured in sake barrels for the final maturation, and the final maturations takes place in shochu cask, which is distilled sake for 3 months. So
Oh man.
I'm super excited about this. I had this beer, not this one. I did have my first time I had one of these beers are. Whoa! Did I miss a bunch of things? Thank you, Sammy. I do appreciate that.
Drop bits.
All these bits, crazy stuff. The first time I had any Hitachino Nest beer was actually in Hawaii. Actually, where I got this shirt, Hawaiian On Creations, and it was their red rice ale. And man, that beer was fantastic. I love that beer so much. Most of the trip, I drank stuff from Maui and Kona, but this
Kona's so good.
yeah, this beer is this is gonna be, I think it's gonna be a treat because I mean it's from Japan. It's a Japanese beer. They actually have been brewing sake for 190 years. So this brewery started brewing sake in 1823, but then opened the brewery in I need to see that, but started actually brewing beer in 1996 under the brand of Hitachino Nest. And I love sake, so and that's one of the reasons why I saw this and I was like, oh, I really want to just check this out. So, well, it smells a lot sweet, pretty sweet. I would expect that. The color's nice. It's a little lighter than I thought it would be.
Yeah, that was definitely my first thought.
Yeah, I mean for a brown, I mean it definitely has a brown tinge to it, but even the flavor.
It's a brown ale.
It's a Belgian strong
Dark.
ale.
Okay.
Dark Belgian dark strong ale.
Yeah.
But it's lighter than I thought it would be.
It's like an Irish red kind of color.
Yes, we'll get to that one in a second too. Not that beer, but that story. Hold on, I don't know. I know a lot, so don't flame me. to that. But what's better, stout or porter? That's not a personal question. It's,
Well,
I think
kind
it
of. Yeah. Well, it's a personal preference.
oh,
Yeah,
well, it's a personal
That's what I
preference.
was going for with that.
I think I'll answer that, and then I'll get back to this squirrel moment. I think it really depends on my mood.
Yeah.
In the I can drink porters. Porters are much lighter, I
Yep.
think, to me as far as just the mouthfeel itself. Stouts are super thick, and in winter, stouts are like my it's like my go-to. Because when we started this show in November, there was a lot of dark ales, and as we're getting into the summer, there's gonna be a lot of lighter color ales because my drinking habits change. But I don't think,
Except for today, as we're getting towards summer, we have 2 stouts and
That's
a
right.
dark ale.
right. It's the alert's not coming up, but I see the bids going. Thank you, Sammy Grace. Do appreciate that. Man, small heads in my cup. Sounds weird.
Moving on.
Moving on. Anyway, hello. So I'm not sure about that. There's maybe because it's the heads.
It should still give you the heads up.
The heads up should give you.
Sorry.
Lots of bad jokes today. It's good.
Yep. Back to that.
This is about 8% as far as the alcohol contents, and
8 and up beers tonight.
Hmm?
It's 8 and up beers tonight on alcohol by volume.
yes, yeah, it's not
There's strong beers.
that bad.
Oh shit!
What the?
Sammy dropping bombs in the cup, throwing a hundo bit.
Those cups are funny. I love that. There you go. It looks streamlined. Cup has a nice head on it. Ha! Thank you, Toaster. Do appreciate that.
There it is.
Oh, Jesus.
Boom.
All right.
Nice.
So the malts that are in this, right? It's Mars Otter, Munich, and Crystal, and chocolate malts.
Wow.
The hops are Chinook and Styrian Golding.
Sterling Golding?
Styrian.
What?
Yeah, I don't know. Styrin. So it's a I guess maybe a variation in Golding.
That's interesting. That's all the hops and malt character. Those are all very British ingredients.
Yeah.
Your East Kent Golding. It's a variety of that Golding hop,
Yeah.
and your Maris Otter hops are very like malts from the UK. But it must be the yeast they use or something to make it into a Belgian ale.
I guess so. It must be. It doesn't say anything about what the what yeast they actually utilize for this.
Right.
You don't taste a lot of alcohol on this. Like it is 8%. It's not as high as Scottish beer, but there definitely has a bit of carbonation to it. I'm not getting a lot of sake flavor, even though it was aged in there. But I mean, it could be part of that some of that sweetness that's you were getting with in the beer.
Yeah.
Because some sake can be sweet. Some sake can be dry, depending what you're drinking. I like warm sake, to be honest with you.
Yeah, like room temp.
Yeah, I mean it's traditionally sake shouldn't be. Traditionally, I think they do serve sake warm, but in Japan, the ones that are warm are the ones that are not as good a quality. It kind of hides some of the flaws in
Interesting.
So a lot of traditionally, when you're going to someone's house or something like that, they'll probably serve you cold sake. But that's actually becoming more common in Japan now to get sake cold instead of always traditionally getting it hot. At least that's what I was told by a friend of mine a few years ago who had been to Japan several times and was part Japanese. So I'm gonna trust his. I'm gonna trust his knowledge there.
Absolutely.
But this is very good beer. I was expecting, not really too sure what I was expecting from it, but
Sammy going nuts.
I know, Sammy. Thank you for all the bits and the head pieces. All
Them head pieces.
all the head pieces. Don't really know what to say about the head pieces. Oh man, but thank you. Do appreciate it, Sammy. All those commercials you're not watching because you can't watch commercials.
Yeah, she doesn't get the bits from Australia, so she's actually using her money.
Oh, Sammy.
So even more so.
Yeah, you don't need to spend your money on me. I appreciate it though.
the cup can't fit them all.
I know.
Look at all of them falling out.
A shit ton of. like Toaster said, this cup has a lot of head. Yeah. So as far as rating for this beer, I would definitely give this probably. I hate to say it, but probably a 3.
Okay.
I'm not blown away by it. I love the flavor, and I wasn't really sure what to expect by it, but
Cat hype. Sorry. Oh, Cat's enjoying the beer too.
oh really?
Yeah, can't keep them away.
No. Cats always drink. They can't see the cat drinking the beer.
No, that's right. They can't. They'll never know. Oh God.
But yeah, I'd probably give this a 3. I definitely. Again, I'm not really too sure what I was supposed to expect by this, but maybe I was expecting a little bit more of like the rice wine to come through. But it's such a. Sammy, thank you. I do appreciate that. And I don't know why these alerts aren't coming up. Stupid alert things. Anyway.
But this brewery, also, the way I would sort of add it as a 3 too. This brewery puts out some good beer as well. So I imagine this beer is going to be that much more off the note if they try to expect it to hit. So I've sort of penalizes it that much more. Because usually they put out some really good beer. Most of their beers are pretty solid.
With the Brown Brewery?
Yeah, or no, your brewery.
Yeah,
they put out some pretty good beer.
I do love the red rice ale. That was probably one of my again the first beer I had from this brewery is fantastic. But it's again this one is I would have to do a comparison side by side just to see.
Yeah.
But I guess I felt like there was the Hitachino Nest was the red rice ale was a little more refreshing if I remember correctly. Again, maybe I'm gonna grab one and do a review on it later on down the line. But right now.
Did you watch any of Brew Nation's brew series when they made sake?
Yeah, it was pretty cool watching them do sake.
Yeah.
I
never knew. It's a weird process.
Yeah.
They have to ferment it out. Oh, you have to make a rice, cool it, and then add the yeast to that rice, put it in water. It's almost like making kombucha.
Oh.
And then you have to take the rice after it's fermented, and then in that liquid, you strain it, lift it above the water, and let it drip dry, and then filter it 5 times. It's crazy. It's a lot of work.
Well, Papa Chubbs was just talking about the Korean rice wine.
That's right.
He was talking about doing that, and he's local. He's right, 2 towns away from where I'm at.
That he's talking about in Discord.
Yeah, we were talking about it in Discord yesterday. But it's something that I definitely would want to do. I mean, if I can convince him to come over and do it, or we'll do it at his house. I mean, it's his process. I'm not going to take it away from him.
Absolutely.
That's I just want to taste it when it's done.
Yeah.
To be honest with you.
Yeah.
All right. So before I forget, let's do the word of the week. We do a
right.
word of the week every week because every week I'm going to learn a new brewery term. So let's get to that bad boy real fast.
Let's do that long ass drum roll.
Yeah, that super giant long ass drum roll. I don't know how to pronounce this one, and I forgot to do this until the end of the show last week, so I want to make sure that I remembered it. I don't want to forget this type of stuff, because it's the longest drum roll in the world, ladies and gentlemen. Word of the week this week.
There it is.
There we go. Wait, is this thing going? I had something supposed to be saying it. The word. Oh.
Pediococcus.
Pediococcus. That's what they said. That's what it says.
Pediococcus.
Pediococcus?
Pediococcus.
Okay.
Pediococcus.
There you go.
Pediococcus.
Yeah. Anyway, whatever. The virtual people saying it is absolutely horrible.
I used the term last brew stream.
I think you did. Yeah. It is a microorganism or a bacteria usually considered a contaminant of beer and wine, although their presence is sometimes desired in beer styles such as the lambic. And Drew, you just brewed the Swedish Fish lambic.
That's right.
Last week. So
Yeah. The Pediococcus is a lactic acid producing bacteria that I used in making the lambic through sour mashing.
okay.
So there's two ways of essentially making a sour beer with Pediococcus. You can do the long, like 3-year brewing cycle where you brew the beer, you sort of ferment it all out to its sort of finished beer state, and then you inoculate it with this bacteria.
Okay.
And then you wait 3 years at like 70 degrees and let it sort of build a pedicle, the sort of a big thick bacteria layer, a skin, so a big white gross thing. And it would sort of sour the beer. This bacteria will eat starch, and in fact it'll eat wood. When you age it in a barrel, it will start like chewing at the starch in the wood. It's pretty insane.
Really?
But yep, absolutely. When I used to make the lambics sort of the drawn out way, I would add oat cubes, and then by the end of the oat cubes, they would be a third of the size, a third of the size of when I started.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's insane.
That's absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, it's crazy. And then they'll also eat they also eat lactose sugar, because they eat lactose sugar when you make yogurt, because Pediococcus and lactobacillus is in yogurt and sour cream. They're the sort of fermenting bacteria that's in there, the culture. But what I did when I made the Swedish Fish beer, instead of taking 3 months, I took 3 days.
Gotcha.
Because you make the mash at 150 degrees, convert all the sugar, or all the starches to sugars, and then you chill that mash itself down to 100, 110 degrees, where I put in about a pound of unmilled malt itself, which has wild yeast and the Pediococcus on the grain.
Okay.
And it's essentially inoculating the wort or the mash. And then I kept that temperature at 100 to 110 for 3 days. And I have that recorded actually in my Iron Brewer tab on Discord. It's quite disgusting. The stages it went through.
Okay.
The first day it's mash. It's sort of on a loose oatmeal in a liquid. Next day, it starts fermenting inside with all this grains, and starts all the CO2 produced by this bacteria pushes the grains to the surface. You have to stir it down every 3 hours. The next day, it's all the grain is now on the bottom. You start building a nice white skin pedicle on the top. At that point, the whole garage where I worked at the brewery smelled like sauerkraut and sort of kombucha, that very vegetal, vinegary smell, which all eventually will cook out when you boil the beer.
Okay.
But it smells horrible. And then day 3, it's just an absolute mess.
Oh my god.
But that's all. Then you get all your sort of sour notes, because all this lactic acid is produced by this bacteria. When you boil it all out, that stays there, and then the bacteria dies because you're essentially sanitizing the wort, and then you can just ferment the regular beer as normal as 3 weeks.
That's crazy.
It's the fastest way to make a lambic, but it's a lot hard process to keep it at that temperature.
So I remember when you were brewing, I remember you saw at the bottom of it. I think it was the second.
Oh yeah.
Session of it. It was like pounds and pounds of unprocessed Swedish fish.
Yes, they didn't melt.
They didn't melt.
Nope. I put them in the last 15 minutes of the boil, so they'll sort of keep the color and some kind of flavor.
Yeah.
But I guess the cornstarch or the corn syrup and corn sugar somehow didn't melt. Well, 15 minutes of boiling. So I'm gonna have to add another half pound or something in secondary, and hopefully that'll do it.
But you were saying when you were brewing it, you said it was smelling like medicinal, like you would have.
Oh yeah. When I added to the mash the first time, the whole thing turned sort of pink, kind of like a peachy color. But the smell that came from it when it was melting into the mash was like Robitussin. It was like a cough syrup smell. It was like that really really cheap cherry cough drops. You would get like that smell. Yeah.
Cool.
Which Bear was there during the one who suggested the ingredient, and he's like, "Oh well, I'm sorry, it's going to be horrible." I'm like, "Yeah, it might be, but that's why I'm doing this thing." That's part of the process. Because it might be good. Who knows? It might be horrible.
You find the end result of a lambic going the short route versus the long route to be any different, or pretty much consistent across the board?
The sourness is very sort of one note. It's sort of, you get this sort of, I don't know, you get this sort of very typical tart sour, kind of almost like a Jolly Ranchers, like sort of tartness.
Mm-hmm.
But it's kind of a little sweeter. It's weird. When you do the long process, you have kind of a combination of this sour flavor that you get the short way. Then you get this sort of musty sort of backbone from the wild yeast that's in there as well. So you sort of get these two other flavors. It's kind of it's described as cheesy or sort of barnyardy, kind of found in sort of stock ales or more sort of Belgian beers, or kind of bring up this note a little better. Okay. But if you do the short route, it works. It's not sort of well-rounded sour note, but it works. Like it's a clean sour note because it's only one flavor you get.
Right.
Like if if this flavor came through with the Swedish fish, it might work with this. It's a kind of cherry flavor. It's a cherry raspberry watermelon-y kind of flavor.
Oh.
So you sort of think of, if you make that into a Jolly Rancher flavor with a sort of that same tartness, it might work out. So I sort of went that route because I'm definitely not going to make an iron brewer for 3 years. So I've tried the short version. And I've made, I've done the short version like 3 times before for weddings. I made like black cherry lambics with like dark oak cubes that I made and it was like 14%. And those turned out like amazing.
Wow.
It's like, it's not very, when you think of like a bacteria in a beer and you get like this huge thing of like bacteria skin on the top, you think you're gonna have this weird off flavor. It's like, you think it's like gonna make you vomit, but it's actually surprisingly clean after you boil it off. You just have this little sort of tart sourness in the back of your throat, kind of that sharp flavor you get when you drink like overly fermented kombucha.
Okay. It's
almost vinegary, but not quite there. Like that sort of burn you get from like a really strong vinaigrette, actually, if you want to sort of compare sweetness to a sour note. It's not too insane, but it's a noticeable like contrast. It's kind of, it's the closest thing I need to compare to like another vinegary food is like a sweet vinaigrette, that you have the sweetness from the malt and the sugar that's in the like dressing, and then you have that sort of bite that's just to like for balance it all out.
That's let's
bring it back to Pediococcus though.
Pediococcus, that's right. It's all about the experimentation, right? You know what I mean? It's one of the reasons why you homebrew in the first place.
Absolutely.
It's so you can try new things. I mean, it's one of the reasons why I wanted to do the coffee red ale, because I've seen that type of beer, not the red ale specifically, but like light colors, beers that are like this color right here. I just poured myself my backup beer, which is a Jack Abbey Mass Rising Double IPL, by the way. The scent on this thing is amazing. It's the first time I'm having it. I may have to review this next week or sometime. But we actually bottled our homebrew on Monday. It's a quick short stream of just the bottling process, and we were drinking pretty much. That was it. But yeah, I gotta say the coffee in it. We only left the coffee grain in it for about a week.
Okay.
But the color was very, very light, which is what I was hoping for. And then in the end, we had oh, thanks for the bits, man. Again, the alert's not coming up. It's weird. But they're just bouncing off the top at this point. All the heads are rolling.
That's right. Heads will
Yeah.
roll.
Yeah, heads will roll. But yeah, you could definitely taste the aroma was definitely coffee. I didn't get a lot of Scott. I don't know if you feel any different about it, but like I was expecting like a really super malty, not like the one we had at the pub, and Rock Bottom when we were in at PAX.
That beer though.
Yeah, well that was just like syrup.
It was.
I
It was
wasn't
very, very no bueno.
Yeah, no, it was okay for the moment, right? So
There you go.
for the moment that we were doing it, it was
Yeah.
okay.
Because we already went to a bar beforehand.
Yes, this is our second or third place for the night, so it was fine. We didn't care. But I wasn't really. I didn't get as much of a malty sweetness that I was hoping to mix with that coffee flavor. I don't know what you thought, Scotty.
Not at all. I got it. It's almost you got a lot of hoppiness through it.
Yeah.
Like I got a lot of bitters along with the coffee. But I thought it was good. Definitely the scent was very strong coffee, which got me a little nervous. But I don't think the coffee flavor came through quite as strong as the scent you got off it.
Yeah. Hops were. I mean, would you think if we left it in longer, it would have given us some more of a coffee flavor, or maybe even used like a different type of coffee?
I'm sure we would have gotten more coffee flavor the longer you left it in. My concern with leaving it in a long time is you may start to get some bitterness off the coffee. But
right.
I don't know. I in the past we did a coffee milk stout. And we used the same amount of coffee and left it in 2 weeks, and we didn't get any bitterness off that. So we could have left it in 2 weeks, but like I said, my concern was getting an overly strong coffee flavor because that milk stout has strong coffee flavor, which I think is really good. But I was a little concerned it would just completely overpower that red ale.
Yeah.
You said it's a little bit on the bitter side.
Yeah, there's some bitterness to it.
If it's sort of excess bitterness, you can always wait 2 weeks after bottling it because that bitterness will drop out, and you can find sort of more balanced beer.
What I kind of wish we did was, if I had the equipment to do this, I would have was to split the red ale into 2 smaller carboys and just add coffee to say 2.5 gallons, so we could kind of cross compare, what it is without the coffee and what it is with the coffee. But,
I mean, that's something. I mean, we could have done that. I mean, I could have actually brought my, but I mean, still, it would have been like the very large, 5-gallon glass carboy. I mean, it's all about the experimentation, right?
Yeah.
So
absolutely. I mean, I'm not at all. I'm not at all upset that we added coffee to the whole thing. I mean, either way, it's going to be a great beer.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I think I'm excited for it to get some sort of carbonation so we can try it, in about 2-3 weeks. Again, but the English ale was phenomenal. I mean, we've done this beer a few times, and it was awesome. This recipe was the Dead Presidents, right, Scotty? This was
Yep.
It was like an English pale ale, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it's really good.
And I was telling you to keg it. We should keg it, but in the end, I'm kind of happy I brought some home. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, no. I up front I wanted to keg it, and I was gonna fill a couple growlers for you to take home, but
I would have done it. It would have been good.
Yeah,
but
bottling it.
Yeah,
that way you get to take home an equal share.
Well, it's okay because I'm
and
gonna clean up.
The other good thing with bottling it is, you have some soldiers to mail away if you want to.
I do. And I can also clean up the labels on your bottles.
Yes, I'm kind of wishing I gave you all of my bottles of labels. So I would get them all back.
That's weird how that works.
So, like, with Scott, because Scott actually keeps all his bottles and they all have like the old labels on it, right?
Yeah.
Some of them, like, if you're ever brewing and you ever want to use bottles, like, I have a whole, like, I thought I had another case of 12 ounce bottles from Odell's, but I didn't find it, so I gotta go look. But I always take off the labels on these things because Odell's have a really nice etching on the front of it, like 2 hop leaves that are crossed.
Oh yeah.
Right. And I saw these and I was just like, I really want to use these bottles. So if you ever want to reuse bottles, you find a bottle you want to use. It doesn't have to be. It could be something special or just be something like Dogfish has those big giant wine bottles, with a nice etching on the side. You can just fill up a tub of water with some OxyClean and leave it in there for a little bit, and it'll actually just remove that label for you. Leave it in for hot water for maybe like 15 minutes.
It'll dissolve the protein in the glue. It'll peel right off.
And it's just like right off, and you just rub off the rest of it, and it's So some of the bottles Scott sent me home with, I'm going to clean up. He sent me home with a bunch of the wine bottles. So I'm going to send of the English ale, which is great because I'm glad I have that. And
Nice.
But as we were leaving, and I really wish we were. I was filming. I was still filming this, right? So
before you go into the story, you don't know how upset Aaron is about this.
Uh-oh.
All right, then you cannot tell the last part of the story, all right? Because she will be super pissed. So I ended up, Sammy. Thank you for the bits. I do appreciate you guys are just overflowing that cup. I do appreciate that, and it's nothing's. It's not going anywhere. So as I was leaving Scott's house after we were brewing, Aaron had just come home. His garage was open. We were sitting there. I was about to get in the car. We heard this sound. It sounded like a cat's puking, and he has like 3 or 4 cats. 3 cats outside.
With that weird
Yeah. Yep.
Noise.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Kind of like a really bad bass drum for a techno song.
Absolutely.
And, so we're sitting there. I was sitting there, and I saw this entity come around down the stairs and started coming around the corner, and I was like, "Oh, poor kitty." No, it was a fucking raccoon.
Oh
Yeah, and the raccoon ran at me.
Oh shit.
And tried to grapple my leg. And like seriously, he just.
Oh man, rabies for sure.
Oh my god! Oh, it's like seriously, and I'm he's like, it's like this weird sound of like, and then round like the driver's side of the car that it was about to go to, by the way, right? And he jumped at my leg.
The fuck?
I know, seriously, it was just like, right? So, I jump backwards and I start like kicking at him, and I start not making myself big like you do with a bear because that doesn't work anyway, right? So I start yelling at the thing, and he starts running away. But before he ran away,
he pissed on you.
He punched me in my shin.
Nice.
With his paw, right? And he left like a big spot of like weird puke thing. I don't know what was on his paw. It was almost like the raccoon had a pie, right? And he just wanted to do a drive-by, like, splat, and then like, hoo-hoo.
He tagged you and got out of there.
Yeah, tagged you.
I'm gone.
So I washed off the stuff, and I washed off whatever the hell it was on
Burned
my leg. Probably like raccoon poop, in his hand.
This ringworm, no big deal.
Yeah, it's great, right? So rabies. So getting to that, no, not that I have rabies. God willing. So I got
This is a raccoon moment.
Well, it's a raccoon moment. So I ended up getting home, right? And I felt a little bit of pain in my leg. Again, Scott, do not tell Erin this; she's gonna freak out. I have 3 little pinpricks on my leg.
Really?
So it didn't rip through the pant leg because I was wearing jeans, and thank God. I was gonna wear shorts that night.
Wow.
So
you better go get checked out.
That's tomorrow. So
Good.
I mean, it's 3 little pinpricks right in a row, where I guess the claws of the raccoon that attacked me, just got through the jeans and just like dink, and I was like,
wow.
Dude, when I move to America, I'm getting a pet raccoon. You can get a pet raccoon.
You can
actually.
Yeah, confirmed.
You can actually train raccoons. We had an aunt's neighbor. She had 3 raccoons that fell out of a tree as babies, and she raised them, and they would keep coming back.
Baby raccoons are the cutest thing.
Yeah.
I fostered one for like a week.
God.
It was great. It was a good time.
Drew, shut your ears. Ted, I have the have a heart trap set up and ready.
But Aaron said
It's not a baby.
You had to catch it.
Have
Full
a heart.
grown, you can get out of here.
Because this
Have a heart.
is
Puts it.
it's not a normal thing for it to go run at you in the garage. I don't think.
No, in the
No,
high five your
well-
leg.
So the problem I have here is my 3 outdoor cats. I have a cat door that gets into my garage.
Oh
and
shit!
and it's because in my garage I have insulated houses for them. So during the winter they come in and sleep in the houses.
Right.
The problem is every few years or so, a raccoon finds its way into the garage wanting the cat food.
Of course.
So over the past week, I've known that I've had a raccoon, and I just haven't dealt with it.
Well then,
So it just so happened that we had
you found him
everything kind of all the stars aligned last year.
real quick.
But the panic on Aaron's face, by the way, when she
She was not happy.
she could not stop apologizing constantly the entire time.
So good.
I mean, this raccoon, I literally thought it was a cat puking, right? And then, because normally we have 3 cats in our house, right? And they're not outdoors. You know, I know the sound of when a cat pukes because Isis, I have a cat named Isis.
Yeah,
Don't.
you all know it.
Anyway, my cat Isis was named Isis before this fucking group. Anyway, so screw you all. It's the
As
goddess,
in,
goddess was married to Osiris. So if you go on
Yeah.
have a thing against it, it's your problem.
But isn't Isis the villain for Wonder Woman?
I have no idea.
Or is that the god she
I
worships?
named her
One of the
after
two.
the goddess that was married to Osiris, the god of the underworld in Egypt.
Got it.
So someone else came up with an I thing, and I'm not going to get into it. Anyway, so she likes to puke everywhere in the house, and she's the big puker. So when you hear it, I'm just like, oh, poor cat. No.
Goddamn Isis.
Goddamn Isis, exactly. Right. So so I was all sympathetic to this puking raccoon who was attacking my my leg, but I decided on the way home. I was gonna say it's an Egyptian goddess. Yes, it is. It is an Egyptian goddess. You know. So I'm not gonna go into my rant about the name of this group and the fact that they don't even call themselves ISIS anymore. By the way,
They named themselves after a cat. Weird.
They named themselves after my cat. Great. Well, she's super violent. Oh, she's a scaredy cat. She runs the hell away. But after this whole thing happened, all right, I was driving home. And I was I was sending messages to Scotty. I realized, you know, the best thing to use this experience as an inspiration, let's say, right? So what I'm gonna do, since I was attacked by a raccoon, you know, Sathros just joined in, so he's gonna be like, what the fuck? So since we've had an animal attack. What we're gonna do, or what I would like to do, is every beer we brew going forward is gonna be the Animal Attack series.
Nice.
And so the name of I think the English IPA. I think that's probably more fitting, Scotty, than the red ale. But
the red ale works too.
well, maybe.
Yeah.
There'll be blood.
Yeah, that's the red ale is post attack.
Yeah, there you go. That's the name of it.
So what I want to call the one of the beers, and probably in the English IPA. Because again, I'm gonna call it the Dodgy Raccoon English IPA. And what I picture is of the label of this thing is this raccoon holding a shillelagh, right? swinging it someone's like kneecap shin, right? And then holding a beer in the other hand while he's drinking a beer like this, while he's going like this at someone's someone's thing. But I mean, I know shillelagh is an Irish thing. So red ale, I don't know. The other one I thought was maybe the rabid moose, who's just like his eyes are red. You know, rabid moose red ale, right? Because moose are known to attack, you know, as well.
Never heard of a rabid moose. That'd be fucking terrifying. Holy crap.
Seriously, right?
Can you imagine?
So the eyes would be red, and it would just be shaking because it had too much coffee.
Yeah.
Which is why
it's all jittery.
Yeah, it's all jittery, just like red eyes. freaked out. Sammy, thank you for the, jeez.
Bits on bits on bits.
All the motherfucking pennies here. All
You
these,
get a bigger
all these
jar, bro.
crystal bits. I know, I gotta get a bigger jar.
Yeah.
Or someone can bomb it. Whatever works.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was our experience on Monday night. We
told you in the future we should never stop filming when you're over here.
Oh my god, I so wish I was talking to this guy.
Strap a GoPro.
Oh my god, I was talking to I have this guy that kind of reported me as my my first flyer. Anyway, young guy right out of college. He reported me. Nice story. No, well, it was kind of crazy at the moment, but
Left a mark on you.
it did. Three little pricks.
Well, Ted, when I catch the bugger, I'll take a picture of him for you.
That works. Whatever works for you. Let's go. No, I think putting me in because it was funny. It would have been funny if I was still recording, and this thing fucking attacks my leg.
Yeah.
So
That'd have been good. Oh my god.
Oh, I would have made that a clip, highlight.
Oh, for sure.
Second.
Oh man.
Talk about and like this guy Gary who kind of works as like my underling. Nice guy. Well, that's what. Hey, whatever. I don't know what to call him. Yeah, he's not a direct report. He was kind of training him to do whatever he needs to do.
Your intern.
but he's like, dude, I would watch that over and over and over again. I was
Yeah,
like,
right.
fuck, miss opportunities, man.
Sure.
Opportunities. Yeah. So, dodgy raccoon English IPA. Yeah,
I like it.
that's a way to go.
Nice.
Raccoon with a shillelagh with a beer in the other hand. After my shin. But I am going to the doctor on tomorrow. Tomorrow.
You're totally getting your repeat shot.
There probably are.
You're getting like a series of 9 shots every time.
This shit literally looks like a pinpricks. It's not even anything. It's like fading.
Flash and thigh.
It's not even there anymore.
Yeah. We've definitely seen no signs of rabid raccoons around here, but any raccoon that makes its way to my garage meets its demise.
Oh
Yep.
man,
View 22.
it was take him out like old Yeller. Yeah, but yeah, it was I mean the beer tasting was good and the bottling. Even though I was laughing the entire time, to be honest with you. So not spilling your beer over a raccoon. Yeah, true. Yeah.
Control close.
Yeah. I had my
Throw it.
ninja reflexes going on.
Good solid kick.
Did you see that Wicked Weed just sold out to Interbet? Oh no!
Yeah.
Really?
What? Wicked Weed. I never had Wicked Weed, so I wouldn't know.
I was just talking to a guy.
Shell raccoons. Oh no.
This guy was in your stream the other day. Drew. It was Sir. I can't remember his full thing.
Sir. Oh yes.
But he's down in North Carolina. I think that's where Wicked Weed is out of. But
Yeah.
That's insane. I cannot. I'll feed all raccoons. Oh,
I mean, good for them. They probably made a pretty penny. But
Yeah.
boo.
Yeah, sold out. Like
Does Wicked Weed do any good stuff? I don't know
yeah,
if I've ever had anything of theirs.
I've heard some pretty good stuff from them.
Same here. I've never
Jessica
had it either. Just what?
They're getting blasted. Jessica King dropped them. Oh, really?
Oh, okay. Sweet.
Wow.
Just King is amazing.
Yeah, that's
That's
I
out of
can't
Austin,
believe.
Texas. I think so.
But here's the thing. Here is the thing, right? And we've talked about this in the past. And Joe, that's a good point. There are a lot of breweries out there right now that that are
3,000, 4,000 plus.
5,305 or something like that.
Holy
as
crap.
of 2016.
It's like, okay.
But if you look at the history of beer, right? A history of breweries in the United States. There were a ton of breweries, not as many as there are currently in the United States.
Yeah,
now,
we doubled it.
But yeah, we've actually exceeded that amount before Prohibition. Their sours are killer, and they used to be do collaborations, but no more.
Oh man.
That sucks. Do they drop feed packets of anti-rabies medicine out of planes here? I don't know.
No, they don't.
I'll when Scott catches the raccoon that attacked me,
What?
we'll ask.
Where's dark-haired beauty from?
Dark
know, right?
Where are you from?
drop feed packets with anti-rabies medicine, anti-rabies medicine out of planes.
I think that would be awesome.
Rabies vaccination in the food.
Yeah.
I've never heard of an oral rabies vaccine.
West Virginia.
But
The fuck?
by the way, I apparently I think the rabies shot, if I'm gonna get it, is like several shots in your side.
Yep. It's gonna be 9 shots. Series of 9 shots. Yep.
I hate needles, by the way.
Well, it's gonna be in your gut.
This is gonna be awesome.
It's usually put in a very fatty area, so if you're not very fat around the middle, it's gonna be your butt. Yep.
So funny story about getting shots in the butt.
What?
So my memory of tetanus shots as a kid, you always got them in your butt. So a couple years ago, I was sighting in a shotgun with a scope on it, and I was trying to shoot the gun opposite hand than normal. So I didn't have
idea.
I didn't have it secured enough into my shoulder, and it kicked back, and I cut myself with the scope right above my eye. Long story short,
good job.
I went and got a tetanus shot, and the nurse comes out with the shot, and I start to pull my pants down as a 35-year-old, and the nurse is like, "What are you doing?" And I said, "Tetanus shot. You got it in your butt, right?" She's like, "You aren't 7."
You're not 7. Well done.
So I got it in my. I pulled my pants back up and I got it in my shoulder.
But wait. Was she cute?
I honestly don't remember.
Okay, all right. I'm just about to say, hey, could be worse, right?
Yep.
Yeah. I am not looking forward to a rabies shot if I have to get that. I might just avoid it.
Oh, all right.
Well, you could let it linger and see where it goes.
Do you have to?
What are the effects? If anybody's just joining, I got attacked by a raccoon, so we'll see.
Yeah, sweet high five with some claw marks on it.
Yeah, that's right. So yeah, seriously, I seriously he tagged me with some poop or something like that. It was horrible. But anyway, I don't know how. What are the effects of rabies? Is that like deadly?
Your brain?
Am I gonna die?
Yeah, your brain will eat itself.
Oh.
Yeah.
Man, I had a good run. Why not? We'll go for it.
Whatever.
It's fine. Do I have to avoid 9 shots in my gut? Maybe.
Worth it?
Good. Oh God.
Why didn't they just give you just antibiotics? Because in a bite you would just.
It wasn't like anything with saliva or anything like that. So maybe.
True.
Maybe. You'll be slobbering next week. Scott will put you down like Old Yeller. Yes, he will. We'll go out behind his
we'll give you 1 week.
Well, I can tell you that I don't. Things that get taken care of here just get thrown down the hill, and I let the vermin take care of them.
Yep. That's right. But I think the turnaround on rabies to death is I think a week, so you're all right.
Oh, good. I got a few more shows left in me, ladies.
I think
and gentlemen. We'll be here for another 2 weeks.
I think day 4 or 5 in animals, anyways. They start showing a hydrophobia. They're terrified of water. Oh. So whenever you start getting real scared of water, gotta put you down.
So wait. If I start running away from like the shower, Anne's gonna love this. Why have you gone to the shower? It's water.
Fuck.
It's water. No.
What the fuck is that?
What is that thing?
Beer's 95.
I won't be able to drink beer.
I know. There you go.
Fucking give me shots.
I really feel like I owe you a lot of beer now.
Nah, you don't owe me anything. Scott, I was laughing my ass off, dude.
Terrified.
He got like three prongs in me, like little needle points.
You don't get rabies. You'll get probably.
He's gonna give me like antibiotics tomorrow. I'm done.
It's gonna be topical.
Gonna be like rabies. No, if I had shorts on. Yeah, seriously. If I had like shorts on, and that motherfucker got my leg, that would definitely be rabies shots right there.
Yeah. And so just kick into the
I think we're okay. We're good.
Mm-hmm.
We're good. I'm glad I had pants, jeans on. That would have been.
Glad I had pants on. Solid.
Yeah, I'm glad I wasn't wearing board shorts. It'd been great.
Man.
I'll be honest. I'm out in the garage right now, and I keep staring at the cat door, waiting for the raccoon to step through.
You're gonna see this little head poke through the cat door and be like, "Are you here?"
You can hear a gunshot go off.
He's got one loaded next to the thing.
There's been a couple times that I come into the garage and I've seen a raccoon run out the door, and that's usually when I know to set the trap.
Well, you live in a very rural area, so it's more rural than what I live in. So, most rabid raccoons and opossums are seen during the day because they search for water. Okay. Well, yeah. Hopefully I don't need a rabies shot, so I'll be good. We'll let you know next week.
Yeah. Keep an eye on Discord to find out.
If nothing else, we do have the Washington Crossing Brewfest coming up this weekend. So I'll be drowning my.
It's supposed to rain. If you're terrified of rain.
No, I'll be running. I'll be awesome. I'll be surrounded by beer, which is water, plus rain, and I'll be just like cowering in a corner, and everybody's like, "What's wrong with him?"
Don't worry about it. We got hit by a squirrel paw.
He got attacked by a raccoon. Oh my god. Yeah, now I'm gonna check the weather. It didn't look like it was gonna rain that much. Like Friday was gonna be like a downpour.
Yeah, Friday's a bad day.
But Saturday it looked like it was gonna push off to the night. So the Brewfest starts around noon, 12:30ish, and goes to like 4:30. But we'll be probably broadcasting around 11. The whole setup and all the kegs and everything. Scotty's been there with me. You know, we've done all this before. Drink beer while it's raining. Thought you hated shower beers. I do hate shower beers. Screw you, Toaster. No, seriously.
He hates shower beers. He hates water. He's got rabies. Put him down.
I got rabies. I'm going to be running away from it. Ah! All right, so partly cloudy, light rain later in the day. Later in the day, it's fine. No, we're good.
You're fine. One
way or another, it wouldn't be the first time that I. Oh, Scott, you're using emotes.
Oh shit!
I'm impressed. Look at you.
It looked like a raccoon.
Oh, it did look like it's a sloth.
It's a sloth.
No, I think it's gonna be fun. I'm excited about this weekend. You know, like we said, tomorrow is May the 4th, which is May the 4th be with you, Star Wars Day. Right?
Oh, I found it.
What? Oh, no. Fucking raccoons, man. Holy shit. That's insane.
Sorry.
It's cool, though. That's awesome. I love it. That's funny as hell. I mean, how often does that shit happen? I mean, come on. It was hilarious.
Not often enough.
Wow. And tell Aaron I don't feel bad. You know, I'm not bleeding from the hip or anything.
He might get amputated, but then it won't be a problem anymore. It's no big deal.
Let's cut off the leg. Who needs that shit? Yeah. You know, I don't need a leg to brew beer and drink beer.
Yeah, you can go join the Special Olympics and get a sweet medal.
We have some of your shower beers. Game time raid.
Oh no, that's good.
I still find it amazing. Ted, you've never brought a beer into the shower.
I've never brought a beer in the shower. I've never seen a reason to bring a fucking beer in the shower. Why would you bring?
There's your problem.
Seriously, why would you bring a beer in the shower?
Because you have a beer in hand and you say, "Well, I want to go shower," and you don't want to let it get warm.
2 birds, 1 stone.
I would just drink afterwards. That's what it comes down to.
No, the beer is already open.
You can do that too.
Do you think my attack on my raccoon attack would have won 10 grand? I don't know.
Absolutely.
At least a sweet T-shirt from Bob Saget.
That would at least a sweet T-shirt. But Bob Saget doesn't even do it anymore.
I know.
Awesome.
Well, what he's getting at is you definitely would have won if Bob Saget was the host, not if Tom Bergeron was the host.
I'm guessing it's the new guy that does. I've never even watched it.
But Bob Saget would give a sweet little fake voice to this.
Yeah, that's right. He did all the voiceovers.
Yeah. It's like the worst voiceover thing ever. Oh my God. So good.
Yeah, I don't know what to say.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. So, yeah, homebrew's always good, obviously. So I'm excited to taste what our beers taste like. The Dodgy Raccoon English Pale Ale and the Rabid Moose Coffee Red Ale. I think but I think every other thing we had to find something like, you know, the cheeky mink. I thought that was a good
Cheeky
one.
mink.
The cheeky mink. I don't know. Maybe a saison for that. That might be good.
Yeah.
You know, why not? I don't know. If you guys have any ideas of other animal attack type beers, you know, let me know. We'll take into consideration as we brew other things.
You can make a clone beer as that sake barrel beer you just made. It'll be the kamikaze squirrel, flying squirrel.
I love Kamikaze Squirrel. That's great. That's fucking genius. All I see is a squirrel with like a bomb on his back. And
Oh, he's got a sweet like rising sun bandana.
Oh no, that's really bad.
Is
Come
it?
on.
I'm sorry.
That is bad.
No, the pilots wore that, right?
What?
I thought the kamikaze pilots wore those.
I know, but still.
Is it that? I apologize if it is.
They try to get away from that type of thing. That
Oh, okay.
connotation of comics.
All right.
Anyway,
All right. My mistake.
But it's like a powder keg on its back with like a fuse lit. Like
I'm down with that.
Yeah, running towards you. That'd be awesome. I think that'd be. We had to figure out a good beer name for that. And now I want to use Kamikaze Squirrel. I love that. That'd be genius. So, speaking of which, if anybody knows anybody who wants to do some artwork for these beer labels, or just like a picture of a dodgy raccoon, you know, punching me with a shillelagh and holding a beer, you know,
or just draw a reenactment of what happened in the garage. We don't know. It could be
by all
right.
means,
Draw it up.
And Tap Tech Beer is time to get the bone-eating beard.
Bearded vulture. Oh God.
God, Jesus Christ. Bony beard vulture. Wait, beard vulture?
Yeah, the bearded bony vulture.
Oh, that thing that Toaster was showing us the other day.
Yeah, it's in our Discord actually for people in chat. It's under the Iron Brewer tab.
Yeah, that's the one that like bathes itself in its own its victim's blood and stuff.
That's
like that.
right. It only eats bones of its victims.
Oh my God, that's a crazy ass bird.
It's pretty. It looks awesome.
It
I think
does.
it's terrifying. If I ever saw that, nope.
Running
Done.
at you, trying to kill you.
Yep.
Devour your bones.
Trying to high five your calf or something like a raccoon.
Yeah, seriously. It was a bit crazy.
Mm.
All right, so before I forget, I want to mention a few things. You'll see down below here, there's a lovely new donation bar. All right, so my mom, she bought me
Nice.
she bought me this book, Good Night Brew. It is a parody of the Good Night Moon, I'm guessing. It is a book for adults 21 plus, by the way, but it's a parody for beer people. I was trying to convince Anne to read this on the stream, and she said, she's like, hell no, I don't like streaming. I don't want to be on camera. I don't understand why she doesn't want to be on camera. That's just me. She's gorgeous, and it's not just because I'm her husband, but anyway.
She also kicked your ass at that card game.
Oh yeah, she did kick my ass in the card game. That's the only time she was on the show. But so I was like, well, what would it take? He's like, well, she said if someone donates $100, and I'm like, really? What the fuck? Seriously?
You can start off right.
Drew, no, dude. All right. Well, at least you bombed the cup. Now there's no head on that beer.
Fuck that cup. Oh my God! Holy shit! All right.
So all right. So Drew started off. So anyway, when we finally get to $100, she said that she will be on the stream. The next stream after we reach $100, she will be on the stream, and we will be. She will read her interpretation of Good Night Brew. Which
Or you get pre-recorded, and then you can put it at the end of the show too. If that's any easier for her.
No. We're gonna. If you guys are donating money to me, then she's gonna be live on stream.
Okay.
Good Night Brew.
Good.
You know, there's no doubt about that. This is. I haven't even read this book yet, but it does look kind of fun.
Yeah.
But actually, in the same trip, my mom dropped off these draft beer jelly beans. I don't know what she was thinking. Maybe she thinks I'm an alcoholic. It is quite possible.
Trying to hedge your cravings.
Yeah, she's trying to.
Here you go. Just eat some of these instead, please.
But I've never had these before, and you said you have.
I have.
Yeah. So it's Sammy, thank you for the bits. So I'm opening them up right now. This is the first time I'm having these things. They don't smell good. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah, they smell horrible.
They smell like someone's feet.
It smells like bad, like old beer bottles.
Yeah,
Like,
it
smell that.
smells absolutely horrible. So
Very sweet old beer.
here we go. They look golden and they got their whatever. There's what is it, jelly belly?
Yep. It's surprisingly close, but it is weird.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about these things.
Oh, they're sweet. They're sweet candy.
No, they're
You're
sweet
like,
candy.
all right, I get it. You know what they're going for, but it's not quite there.
No. Okay. Fine. I'm gonna pop it for the rest of my mouth. We'll package these up. I just wanted to try these out on stream. My tongue is tingling on the tip. I don't know if that's like a thing or maybe I'm having an allergic reaction to this.
That's the
This
rabies.
fake sugar stuff. But I don't know. Not my favorite thing in the world.
No.
It's really kind of hard going down.
Yeah, my manager bought me that like pack of beer. I'm like, oh, thank you. Think I have a problem? All right, fine.
Yeah, seriously. So, this weekend you're doing a 12-hour stream, right, Drew?
I am. I'm
12 hours
doing it on Friday, on Cinco de Mayo. And it's
you're not doing it on Saturday then?
It's gonna be end on Saturday.
Oh, okay. Oh,
It's gonna be an overnight brew night. It's gonna be a late night thing. Yeah, it's gonna be rough.
all right. Okay.
On Friday I get my bees for my hive.
Yeah.
And then I'll be starting the, I guess, Cinco de Mayo / National Homebrew Day. I guess 12-hour brew stream probably around 5 or 6. It's gonna suck for me. So it's gonna be 5 or 6 to 5 or 6 in the morning.
Oh my God.
Yep, it's not the first time I've made beer throughout the night. When I used to work at the brewery, I did the same thing. But I'm going to be brewing a mango habanero pale ale. It's going to be 20 gallons of it.
Ooh.
And for anyone who's seen my stream, my brew streams, you can see that big old stainless steel conical in the background that's sort of all dirty and dusty.
Right.
I'm going to be cleaning that out either tomorrow or Friday or even I'll clean it on stream as well. But I'm going to be filling that big old thing full of a English style IPA with mango and habanero.
Mm.
It is my go-to beer. That's why I can make 20 gallons of it, because I know it'll be gone quick. There's people from like my coworkers at the hospital I work at want it, as well as I'm gonna be entering that to competitions too throughout the year. Yeah.
How much how many Habaneros do you add to a 20-gallon batch? You add it in the secondary, or?
I add it in secondary, but I add about 1.5 per 5 gallons.
Okay.
Because they're hot. It's a habanero.
Yeah.
Like,
It's pretty spicy.
When you do 1 per 5 gallons, you don't really notice it. You sort of get the flavor of the pepper, but you don't get the heat until like the end of the sort of your sip. They sort of when you have a glass or your first sip, you're like, oh, it's very mangoey, toppy, and there's a little heat like a ginger beer. That kind of level of heat, something there.
But it builds.
It builds by the time you finish the glass. It's hot, but not like holy shit.
What's like that Rogue? You ever had the Rogue Sriracha Ale?
No, I've had the Chipotle, which is kind of the same thing too. You sort of get a tingle, and then it builds while you finish the bottle. It's that kind of same kind of character.
That Sriracha Ale is absolutely I can't drink the whole bottle. Like,
it's got to be used for cooking. I can't. I've smelt it. I've never had it.
It is overbearing. I couldn't. I was sharing it with my friend Darren. It's a long day. So my friend Darren and I were sharing this beer at his house, and he got it for me. I was like, well, let's crack it open. Why not? Because I've had Rogue's like hot pepper beer or whatever, the jalapeno beer or whatever it is, and that is again, it's like you said with the habaneros, you sip it, and it's got like that little tingle of like on the tongue as you continue to drink this damn thing. It is just building and building and building and building, and then at the end of it, you're like, "Oh my god!"
What?
I'm drinking a fucking pepper.
You don't like heat in general, though.
No, I don't mind it. Because I mean, Anne cooks with so much heat. I've had to learn to love it over the years, and my palate. I was a very bland like food person.
So
you used to be a food critic too. Lovely.
Oh, I did. I was. I didn't.
I really like rice and eggs.
Yeah, exactly.
My favorite.
Give me that in any form. I'll be fine. No,
don't spice it.
don't give me any spice at all. Just plain.
So
give you a good review.
So Drew, with the habaneros, do you buy them or do you grow them?
I buy them because which I found out recently is when you grow peppers, like you grow tomatoes, sort of bell peppers, habaneros, chilies, they cross pollinate.
Yes.
And when you have habaneros near even tomatoes, because they're in the same family,
Oh, yeah.
you will mute your hot peppers. But you, oddly enough, won't spice up your tomatoes, which I thought would be awesome to do.
I know, right?
But,
Like a tomato.
it only works one way. But it'd be sweet to have like a Tabasco tomato kind of thing. That'd be awesome. But anyways,
Yeah.
I grow them because I want to make sure I know the spice level going into it. But I have grown them in the past. They are hot, but they're not quite the same level as what I sort of would like. What I know might like what I can gauge my beer to be.
Toaster.
So and when you add them to the secondary, you remove the seeds. You put the seeds in with them.
I take out the pith and the seeds, and then I puree it with the mangoes themselves as a whole.
Ooh.
Wow.
And I get sort of overly ripe mangoes, so they're a little extra juicy, a little mushy.
Ooh.
So what I can basically do is get a glove on and squeeze the mango and like sort of pop the seed out like a sort of a wet soap bar. So it just pops out and all you get is all the juice. And then I just puree it with the peppers and then just throw it in secondary.
Gotcha.
The fructose from the pepper and the mango will sort of revitalize the yeast and then add another sort of yeast or a week and a half to 2 weeks in the fermenter. And that I've done it 2 ways. I've done it in the boil, the last 5 minutes of the boil, opposed to secondary. It's not nearly as fresh and like juicy and fruitful as doing it in the secondary. But with the conical, all I can do is just, instead of doing secondary, just dump out the yeast off the bottom and then throw the mangoes on top. That's secondary.
Is there any concern of introducing bacteria?
Nah. I boil the or put the puree on like a slow simmer and then I freeze it.
Gotcha. Okay.
So I sort of cover both ends of it.
Interesting. All right.
Mm-hmm. Most things I add in secondary, like flavors, I don't try and sanitize or sterilize because it's already like any of the sugars is basically gone already. Hopefully from the yeast, so you don't have a whole lot of food for the bacteria that's there to live. Or there's so much yeast, like the amount of yeast to possible bacteria you add, the yeast is going to just take over any sort of fuel for the bacteria to grow.
Bacteria can't even survive. Gotcha.
Mm. Like it will if you know you're going to sort of take time to drink that beer. Mm-hmm. But if you're not going to, I know I'm going to sort of destroy this beer one way or another, setting it out or like just drinking it. I'm not really worried. It's not going to be there for all too long. And also, you're going to hop the hell out of it because it's an IPA, and hops are a sort of natural antiseptic.
Yeah.
Right.
So it helps sort of deter that too. Yeah.
So, Toaster, and whenever spicy foods run, I always drink IPAs or.
Absolutely.
I was going to talk about IPLs tonight, but I mean we're getting. I mean this is. I mean, I'm not gonna disrupt any the conversation tonight, but I would drink this too with spicy food.
For sure.
Indian pale lagers. But this is fantastic. I think what we'll do is we'll save the topic of IPLs for next week.
I'll try and get an IPL for next week.
Yeah, this is a Jack Abbey double IPL.
Where's Jack Abbey from?
You know,
because they just showed up in my beer store.
Framingham, Mass.
Okay.
Mass.
Okay.
Yeah. These guys, all they do is lagers. By the way.
Yeah.
Next week. I sold Jack Abbey. Yes. Joe. I'm actually I'm not a big lager fan, and we can definitely gripe on them a little bit more next week. I'm not a big lager fan. I don't drink a lot of lagers, but ever since Jack Abbey started coming out with the IPLs, it's just something about lager and their aftertaste I just don't like. And man, this hoppy lagers are pretty amazing. It's called Wicked Filthy. Oh, I don't think I've ever had that one. But this one, like I said, is mass rising. It's the first time I'm having it. It's actually quite good. Maybe what I'll do is I'll review it next week.
Is that your first IPL?
No. Like I said,
Okay.
I've had Jack Abbey's a few times on tap.
Okay.
Coming from when I was at Isaac Newton's, they've had it on tap a few times.
Sure.
So this brewery only focuses on lagers. That's all
Yeah.
they do. It's just lagers. So, this is a good beer. And this was my backup beer at 8%. This is really nice. This is not an extra beer review, by the way, so this is not going to count. Not that this is going to be 5 weeks behind the beer reviews, by the way. I got to do that all tomorrow since I'm working from home. It's a collaboration with Soul. Oh, all right. Drew, have you just been watching like ads the entire time
Absolutely.
just to get like bits to drop
Yeah,
in the cup?
it's free coins. Why not? For you guys who don't know in chat, I'll pimp this out. Since we're now affiliated, you can go down to the little bit button. There's a little button right there. If you're in America, sorry Sammy, you can't do this. You click on the get bit button. Top right it says get 5 bits or 10 bits. If you watch a short ad, you can watch a short ad for like 20 seconds. You get 5 or 10 bits.
Yeah.
And then you can use that on your favorite streamer.
Where do you click for this?
Inside the chat box, there's a little tiny little.
You see a little
emote
crystal
button?
looking thing that's next to the smiley face in chat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
So bits basically every bit is about to Drew's point. I actually made an affiliate. We were talking about that last week. Command Human dropped like 500 bits on me. It was like basically $5, right? So if you guys ever want to donate to me free bits and stuff like bits, by all means, please. It's basically every commercial you get 5 cents, and you can drop it in that lovely little jar.
You can keep on watching them. You can get up to like 50 bits.
You if you keep on doing it, that you get more bits and stuff like that. But
I just found this out yesterday. I'm hella pumped about it.
It's free money, and if you enjoy the stream and you want to donate the bits to me, by all means, please do. There's no donation is required. Really, I just want you guys to come in and hang out, enjoy the actual show. If you want to keep your real money, like Drew just donated $15 to my wife reading the Goodnight Brew. I mean, if you guys want to donate that just to like get my wife on stream, that's
To make her uncomfortable. That's pretty good.
make her really seriously uncomfortable. By all means, I'm not gonna stop you, but or if you want to buy me a beer, there's the donation link down there too. But none of that is ever required. And even with affiliates, it's kind of coming along. There's going to be a subscription button. So if you have Amazon Prime, you get a free subscription, which actually gives me free money. So if you want to use that, by all means. Was talking to Scott about that when we were bottling beer over on Monday before the raccoon attack.
Incident.
Yeah. So before my rabies shot incident. But yeah, you can. If you ever want to donate some of the stuff, you can. Nothing's ever required. I don't ever really remember to even push it myself, because I don't really expect it. I really kind of just want you guys here to hang out and talk with me, because you know what, I'm a lonely dad who doesn't get out to the pub as often, and so I brought the pub to me.
Yeah.
Why not? It's awesome.
Sure.
Not that I'm lonely. It just, I don't get to go drink with my friends. So, It could be worse. So, but yeah, you guys. Have explosions of everything. The cup is kind of cool, though. I gotta admit.
Yeah. And it fits our brand.
Oh my God, that was $1. Sammy, thank you for the $1. Again, you guys don't have to donate. Especially you, Sammy, since you're buying these bits, So, Ted lonely. Say it ain't so. I'm never lonely, Monica. It's Scott. I think Scott just likes dropping stuff on me. Scott, don't spend money.
I just watched an ad.
You watch an ad? You got 100 bits?
Yeah, it was an interactive ad.
Ooh.
Well, all right. I'll take your $1 then.
Yeah.
No, I'm never that lonely. Even when I'm by myself, I talk to myself, and it's really just entertaining. So next week, by the way, we are going to be having a working chef on. By the way,
Oh, nice.
she is going to be in Utah with her boyfriend, and she and her boyfriend are going to be on. So if you guys have any questions about food or even like cooking with beer,
Nice.
you know,
Food pairing.
Start. Yeah, food pairing exactly with beer. You know, start if you're not on the Discord, jump on the Discord, check that bad boy out. Drop us some questions. Thank you, Drew. He's always on top of this stuff, by the way, my man.
Keep an ear out.
Drop some questions on there, you know, about food, and then when we go live on Wednesday again, we'll talk to her. I love food and beer pairings. I think it's one of my favorite things. Like spicy food with IPAs are just a thing, or even these IPLs.
Or spicy beers with dark beer, or spicy food with dark beers.
I mean, depends on
the beer. Well,
depends on the food, though. I mean, like,
but this is true. But also to throw back to Brew Nation, their last beer they brewed was a chocolate chili porter.
right.
Mm-hmm.
Which actually works out really well because spice
Absolutely.
with the chocolate malty.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Well, they used coconuts as well.
Ooh.
Yeah, so it's like extra chocolatey.
Eating for you not right now is not pleasant. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, she's getting teeth work done.
Yeah, you guys were talking about that last night. So sorry, hon. That's my thoughts are with you.
Yeah, right.
You know, and the shine off the top of my head shows it. Look at that. Oh,
Cue solar flare.
Solar flare, exactly. Solar flare. That's why I wear a hat so I don't blind you guys. It's like just horrible. So, yeah. So again, next week we'll have Working Chef on. She is a partner streamer. She is also a professional chef. I'm really excited to have her on. I love watching her shows. She's very nice, super awesome. But we were talking about it the other day, and I was like, "Do you want to come on?" She said, "Yeah." I was like, "All right, cool. Come on next week." So she's gonna come on, and maybe I can see if I can get Papa Chubbs on here too. He's also another professional chef that is actually very local to us. So yeah, he's a good guy. Maybe I can get him on as well. We'll figure it all out.
That'd be cool.
But speaking of cooking, after this weekend we are doing a live broadcast from Washington Crossing Brewfest on Saturday.
Nice.
And then Sunday, my wife is going away to Maryland for the day. So it's just Owen and I. This is my I've had a lot of time to spend with Owen just by myself, but not for the entire day. So,
here we go.
You know, I when he is actually napping, which generally is like 3 hours long, I'm gonna set up a cooking stream.
Knock on wood. Knock on wood.
No, he's pretty.
You said
good.
that.
Yeah.
He's been cooking. I'm knocking wood anyway. He's
There you
been
go.
sleeping really good, but and if you guys don't know, Owen is my son who is about almost 2 years old. He'll be 2 in July.
He's cute as hell.
Yeah, he's a cute kid. But we're gonna do a cooking stream on Sunday after I
Nice.
sober up from the Washington Crossing Brewfest.
Hungover cooking. What do we need?
Should be good.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it'll be a blast, one way or another. But yeah,
Do you know what you're cooking, or that's sort of up in the air?
no idea. I mean, we have asparagus coming up,
Solid.
so I was actually thinking maybe doing some prosciutto wrap asparagus, and then something
yeah.
else along with that line. Again, I don't know exactly what I want to do yet, but we'll get there. I'll probably start. Again, I work from home tomorrow and Friday, so I start looking at like ingredients I have, and maybe I'll go out and get some other stuff. But I mean, if it's nice out on Sunday, then I'll probably grill, maybe do some grilling. Well, one thing I was actually thinking was maybe like shrimp tacos.
Oh yeah.
You know, like Baja style shrimp tacos or something like that. But I want to also make the stuff so that when I Oh yes, the Asparagus IPA. Very interesting. I had that.
Yeah, right.
It was. I didn't know what to think about it, but it didn't make my pee smell weird. So that's all that matters.
Solid. Sweet.
But you know.
So did you know that asparagus makes everyone's pee smell weird? It's just certain people can't smell it.
Yeah, right. That's exactly it. I heard that. Yep.
I always thought it only affected certain people, but it affects everyone.
Everyone.
Certain people just can't smell it.
Yeah, they just don't have the whatever chromosome or whatever.
Is that kind of like cilantro? Where some people taste when they taste cilantro, it tastes like soap.
Yep. It's a hereditary trait. Me and my brother can't stand it. And neither can my mom. Yep.
My friend Debbie, her wife Gil. I think it's her wife Gil. Someone I know. Anyway, so I think her wife Gil is Puerto Rican. He can't do cilantro because it smells like soap or tastes like soap. And I'm like, well, that's like a Puerto Rican thing, right? I mean, how do you do that?
That's true.
If you're allergic to shrimp, don't worry. I won't throw shrimp at the camera. You'll be fine.
Sweet. Solid.
You'll be right. But it's gonna be our first cooking stream this Friday, by the way. So not Friday, but Sunday. So if I'm sober enough, we'll definitely get that going. But I also have to make something that Owen can eat, because my boy actually eats a lot. He eats everything.
Nice.
I mean, we make coconut curry, and this man he actually just chows that down. It's like handfuls, like fists. Like loves that stuff. So all right. So again, I was going to talk about IPLs this week, but since we were talking about home brewing, we were talking about different things. I'm going to save that topic for next week because I think that'll be good. And maybe what I'll do is I'll review this next week, and see what we can. But we'll be talking about food, so we'll get there. I'll figure it out when we talk about this. I have 3 beers left from PAX East, by the way. 1 from Sathros. Sath, I didn't bring it up tonight. Sorry, brother. I actually was going to review it tonight, but I forgot to put it in the fridge before I left for work, so it's still warm when I got home. And I get home at 6 and we go live at 8, so there wasn't enough time.
Yeah.
I have 1 from Drew, 1 from Habanero, and 1 from Sathros, all left. So, coconut curry stout?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Color me intrigued. I'm down.
Hold on, let me check
It's a horrible. There's like no stats on it. That's the thing.
Oh. Ooh. Okay.
Ballast Point makes a curry beer too.
I've never seen that. I have a friend that works for Ballast Point, so maybe I'll have to hit him up and see what he says about their beer. Is that the one right there? Hold on.
Yep.
Here, you know what? I'm gonna flip over real fast so you guys see what the hell we're looking at here. Bang. So this Indra, I've never had this one. Curry Export Stout. Ooh.
With white rice. Oh man.
Cayenne
Macaroni.
coconut,
Yeah.
lime leaf, and cumin. Cumin in a beer?
It goes in with it. Can be. Isn't cumin and curry?
Yeah, I mean, Anne's a big cumin fan, so
it gives a little sort of musty, I guess, note to it. I mentioned almost like Fuggles in a sense.
Coconut macaroons is good with it. Apparently, I love that Ballast Point gives the
food pairings.
The food pairings. Ribs, white rice.
Ribs.
Really? Fucking white rice.
I'll cook it in ribs. You braise it.
Oh man.
That
would be pretty good.
Fuck.
Damn it. I feel like white rice can be paired with anything.
Well, yeah.
No, seriously, it's not the most complex starch ever. But
it's just texture.
White rice is great with water.
This is true. It pairs great with it.
You know what?
In fact, it's created with it.
Yeah, I think I would really love to do a sake.
Me too.
Homebrew a sake.
I'm excited to completely botch it because it's such a weird process.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like we were talking about that with what Brew Nation did. You know? I mean, I think that it wasn't actually a sake. That was like a rice wine of some sort.
Yes, it was some other. It wasn't like the literal definition of a sake, but it was sort of in the realm of. a white, like a rice wine,
Yeah.
sakura. There are different ways of making both of them,
Yeah.
but all in all, it's the same. It's an alcoholic beverage made by rice starch.
Yeah.
Which is very interesting.
I want to look into that, but I'm gonna talk to Papa Chubbs because I think that would be kind of fun to stream. You know, see what he because it's like a Korean rice wine of some sort. But I think I want to let him stream it. I'll just come hang out
For sure.
So
Papa Chubbs stream?
He does. He actually is. If anybody has never, it's like Papa Chubbs Live, right?
Okay.
Papa Chubbs is a professional chef. He's also a professional baker, who I actually met watching his stream, and I found out he lived in Harrisburg. He and his wife have since moved literally 2 towns over from me. Great guy, but his wife is Korean, and he does a lot of really cool Korean food.
Oh, Korean food's so good.
Oh yeah, seriously. Like,
goddamn.
I'm excited to. I want to have him. My plan one day, sometime this summer, is to have a kind of a cookout stream, right? Where
Nice.
Drew, if you want to come down, by all means, we have an
go down and cook.
fucking extra room, right? You get you and Aaron, Scott. You know, we get.
I just want to come and eat.
Well, that was the point, right?
Well, all right.
We would have people come over, just kind of hang out. We would just cook.
I'll bring you a topper.
We can. Oh, it's sold. Just don't be loud in the room next door, because that is Owen's. Owen's room is next door to your room.
Absolutely.
So yeah, but like, we just get a bunch of people together, you know, and just kind of cook out and just broadcast the whole fucking thing. You know, I think that would just be a blast. You know.
When's 1 year? When's your anniversary for the stream?
Oh, I don't know. For this ID.
Yeah.
November.
Okay.
For streaming in general. I know. I got to look up at
It's
Game Time. No. Because
Yeah.
I mean, if you guys don't know, I actually have another idea. It's called It's Game Time. I don't really use it often at all. It's the original. Originally before
soda.
Yeah, it was a Soda 42, and Twitch allowed us to be able to change the name of the IDs. And I thought, if I was ever going to stream games, I'm going to keep it separate from this. I don't want to get people confused. Me streaming games and randomly doing this stuff, I want to keep it, you know, generalized. But when I started streaming, maybe 2 years ago, I think, I'd have to look at that. How long ago that was? Actually, I can look right now. I have it up. And you know, I forgot to host myself on this thing. So
Man.
That's all right. It's got K-Pike fashion on it. She's kind of cute. Anyway, videos.
Was she at PAX East?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
The oldest video I have here is August 15th.
Okay.
It's game time. So maybe sometime in August we can get everybody together and do that. That'd be
Hey.
kind of fun.
That'd be cool.
We'll do it like a 2-year streaming anniversary.
That'd be cool.
Whatever.
A cookout stream.
Yeah, cookout stream. Oh, shit, we just do it anytime. It doesn't really
I mean,
matter to
yeah.
me. I don't really care.
Everyone cook in their own backyard. We'll stream it all together.
No, we get everybody
I
come
know.
over. I just want
Yeah.
everybody to come over to hang out. We got a really nice setup in the backyard, patio and all that stuff. Got my outdoor Wi-Fi all set up. It would be kind of cool.
Ooh.
Have everybody there.
Mm-hmm.
But all right, I think it's probably a good time to. And Sammy, sorry, no trivia. Toaster, I'm sorry,
Oh,
no trivia.
riot.
Right. So, this is a long week. Pretty crazy stuff. You're gonna get a chance to get to it. But maybe we'll do trivia next week. All right.
Weekend
Guys,
hype.
Thank you for being here. I do appreciate it. I'm glad we found a name for our beer, Scotty.
There's the beer song.
Hope your appointment goes well tomorrow.
Yeah. My fucking beer song is so long. Alright, real fast, let's look and see who the hell is going on and what they're doing, because we want to do a raid and a host of some sort. It is always good to spread the love. Dun 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 dun. Let's see here. man, you know what? Let's. Do you ever want to do stained glass work at all, or see someone do stained glass?
Stained glass is crazy.
My boy Claycorp actually does stained glass work, so we're gonna give him an awesome raid there. So guys, if you can, please go and raid my friend Claycorp. Say hello to him, please. Only post that jive once if you could. But we will be back. Actually, we will be here on Saturday. We'll see you at 11 a.m. And then sometime on Sunday when I'm sober enough to actually cook. So
when Ted wakes up.
When Ted wakes no, because it's all day Owen. Anne's leaving at like 7 a.m. It's gonna be all day Owen. So this is gonna be me and Owen, and when he goes to bed, I'll start streaming because I'm gonna cook him dinner. And we're gonna stream. So guys, Scott, Drew, thank you for hanging out. I do.
And I'll see you guys Friday.
Yeah, we'll see you on Friday.
That's right.
Don't forget,
Brew Day.
Drew is doing his 12-hour stream. So go watch him do the
man, I'm gonna be so tired.
Mango, right? You're gonna be done.
I'll be done, but I'll probably be drunk halfway through it. Be constantly drinking the entire time.
That's awesome. All right, so guys, we're gonna flip over to Claycorp. Have a fantastic night. We will talk to you guys on Saturday at 11 a.m. Thank you guys for being here. We'll talk to you soon. Have a good night.
See ya.
I can need like a out song like.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
Did you hear that Led Zeppelin's getting back together for a tour?
What?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
That's what I heard today.
Sammy's doing $5 shots tomorrow night? Nice.
What?
Oh, she's going to be drunk.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. You're gonna actually do like, you're going to do the raccoon? Nice.
Yeah, dude.
All right. Good night, guys. Have a good night. Thanks for watching.
See ya.
We'll see you soon.